was just reminiscing about Bruce Willis. He died today. Everything. There are no coincidences. There are only synchronicities. When Kobe died, I felt that loss. Because I recognized that greatness, the wonder, the divinity, the universality of such good character. I went through like 4 or 5 bikes in the last couple months, but the one I had the longest was Bruce Willis. It was a bike that it was a Scout, whatever brand, but Scout was the model. The Last Boy Scout. You see, it was a movie that Bruce Willis made with David Wayans, which I adored the movie, and both of those guys. I love that whole family, the Wayans. Like, I've seen a lot of them here in San Antonio at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. It was amazing. It was something I'll never forget. I'll never forget that joy. But yeah, Bruce Willis did The Last Boy Scout, this awesome fucking movie where he plays this complicated and wounded warrior type of character. He wrote himself off. But really, he was fucking awesome. He had so many talents and gifts and strengths and abilities and just massive street smarts and emotional intelligence, really, because he kept getting into situations where, like, he, by all rights, he should not have made it out of that situation. Nobody else would have. It was like a dead to rights situation, and oh my god, and you know what, his character, which he played so well, which he got it, he understood. His character would go into a whole mode, a whole different mode of being. He would become the Joker. He'd become like the eternal comedian, and would just start like telling jokes. He would just start fucking telling stupid or raunchy fucking jokes to the people that had guns pointed at him. I mean, almost like act like a little retarded, because like, why would he just? How could he get them to let their guard down if it needed to like make some sort of sense in their mind, what was happening. So it just like start ranting a little bit, riffing, and he was start cracking him up, start tickling their funny bone. All it took was to get him to laugh hard enough. Got him to laugh hard enough, and that was the moment when he had him, when he fucking lunged or made his move. I think that happened at least a couple times in the movie, but it was fun to watch. He played his roles so well, and from what I understand, he was very respected throughout most of his career. It's unfortunate the way he was treated at the end of it, because it was not kind. It was very exploitive. And you know what? They would have to wait. They would have to wait till he was having senior moments, as like any type of dementia or Alzheimer type of situation, to get the best of him and to push him in ways that he wouldn't have allowed himself to be pushed had he had his full cognizance. So fuck that guy. Fuck that director for his heartlessness. And God bless you, Bruce Knight. Man, I guess you would just have to be with us in spirit. Be with us in our hearts and in the spirit realm. We'll keep you with us. We'll keep you in our prayers and cherish your live moments, the memories we have of you, the amazing characters you did such a great job at playing the Fifth Element, to Die Hard. There are so many good ones. Like epic, iconic, fucking roles. Bruce Willis was like a father. As complicated as he would tend to play in terms of characters, that's all I knew of the world was wounded characters. So he really made being wounded feel divine, look and feel and sound like we all had a redemption story within us. I said orange. I am drying my shoe with not the heater, which is brand new, but it's being problematic. And hold down this difficult button for 30 seconds, release it, it's supposed to kick on. And it was doing great for the first few days. Now you're just like holding it and like you let it go and it's just the pilot goes out. It was like $60-$70 for that heater. Imagine a homeless person, scrounging all that together to get a heater, and it just shits itself on them like in the first week. Everything takes so much more to accomplish when you choose not to be part of the system and be a slave. Which means that, like, when the products and the crap that you buy ends up being trash, ends up being just a scam, just an opportunity for some company to profit off you for next to nothing, because a lot of these products many products are terribly made, and I'd say that I asked the question, who's really robbing who? They are. They're robbing us with their artificial shortages, with their complicitness, to a system that is fine with succeeding through deception, succeeding through different forms of abuse and exploitation, and just taking more than they give. The pretense of quality and the pretense of giving and caring behind it was just a wicked motive for more materialism, more control, more power through control. See, when you print the money, you print money whenever you need it. It's monopoly money. It is monopoly money at that point. But it was never about the money, because that's neutral. You might as well say it was all about the chickens. It was about what the money stole them, not bought them. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's about what that money tricked people into giving over. And that was everything. That was their dreams and desires, their passions, their youth, all their years, their decades, their families, their energy, their time, their for nothing. For the semblance, for just the semblance of normalcy. We got to pretend that things are up, not great, pretty shitty, but that's the way of the world, as we say. We make excuses for what really is a major crime. A major crime. It's when I commandeer the equipment I need to survive and complete my mission, I stand by that. But when they do what they're doing, when they rip off the masses and create artificial shortages through monopolies and through collusion, that's a massive crime against humanity. And the duplicitousness of our own government, the FDA, the FTC, all the agencies involved in giving their thumbs up, giving their approval companies and the products. So it's everyone. They're all just like finger blasting each other at the expense of all everyone else, of all the good souls, all the poor people, all the middle class. Well, they don't give a fuck about that shit, about, expense, so it's not an issue. It affects them much less. And yet, at the same time, they have to live in this world too. So, there's a cost. There's always a cost. But yeah, it's been said. It's said that there's a special place in hell for those that steal from the poor. And I've got a few on my list. I've got an organization that I know of in Dallas. It's called the Dallas 24-Hour Club. So it's where I did a month of sober living after I did a month of rehab at a beautiful little colonial villa house called Turtle Creek. Some wonderful souls. So many people put their hearts into running that place and keeping the wheels moving. It's a great part of my story, of my redemption story. I hope you've enjoyed all the snot coming out of all my holes. And we gotta watch the Bruce Willis movies now. Just cherish that soul, cherish that good soul, and talk to him. That doesn't exist. Jesus showed us that. So even though it feels like a loss, I like to play into the drama of life. Even though it feels like a loss, I know it isn't. That's the fun of the illusion. The feelings elicited by the illusion of loss, the illusion of death. Hardcore, I feel so alive. That makes you feel alive. Alright, God bless you all. Soul fam. More to come. There's